One thing I'm really thankful to Jess for is imparting her love of Bollywood. So my husband and I love watching Bollywood movies, and it is all because of Jess. So thank you. Love you.
I can't believe you're gone, but I know that God called you home for a reason, and I know that you're happy up there. But I just want to let you know how amazing of a woman you were, and you always will be. I always looked up to you as a kid, a little envious of you, a little jealous of you because you were the cool older cousin. But as we got older, that envy turned to admiration, and I just, oh my gosh, Jess, I admired you so much for so many things. You were such a hard worker. You had so many talents, and you just had this love and this passion for life that I never could fully wrap my head around. But now that's all I want to do, because I want to do it for you. And I will continue to admire you for the rest of my life. You changed me and so many others in ways that you'll never understand. So I thank you so much for that. And I'll see you when I see you. I love you, Jess.
Okay, my two quick memories of Jess, although I have many. First of all, I didn't get to see Jessica when she was really little too much because we lived farther away. But one time I came to Waxahachie and the girls were maybe 7 or 8 years old. And when I got to the house, hadn't seen her for years and years. She was a toddler the last time. She came out of the door like a horse out of the chute. Uncle Joel! And came running and jumped up into my arms. It was nice. And I'll go with my last memory of her, which was a text message a little while ago, just a couple, 3-4 weeks ago, where we were talking about coconut oil, one of our many foodie conversations. And it was just funny because we were talking about a particular brand and that she had found the best at Sam's or Costco. And of course, we only have Sam's here. So we were talking about having memberships through work, and that doesn't suck. It was really nice. But our last words to each other were, I love you, and I'm so glad for that.
For the last couple days, I've been trying really hard to figure out what it is I wanted to say about Jess. And the truth is, I still really don't know. Because for those of you who do know her, there's just entirely too much to say about her. But in the long run, really what it comes down to is that Jess was my friend. And I liked her. I liked her a whole lot. And I don't like a whole lot of people. And I love the passion that she inspired in me, the laughter that she brought into my life. And overall, I'm just really glad that she was my friend and that she was part of my journey. And I'm so blessed to be part of hers.
There's so many things that I really want to say, and I have no idea where to even begin. When I think about you, I think about how you always carried yourself with grace and beauty and kindness, and everyone around you felt that and felt the love. And, you know, all these years, I've only seen you upset just a handful of times. I think the first time I remember was you were about 12 years old. And your mashed potatoes touched your chicken on your plate, and you went postal. And it was the most hilarious thing. At the time, you were just, it was like devastation. But thinking back on it now, it's one of the most hysterical things, because that's really one of the few times that I ever saw you lose it and truly be upset. And that's just funny, because you've just always been so level-headed. And you know, our shared love of bacon, no one will ever understand it, and I know that, you know, people think I'm probably nuts, but that's one of the only things that I can really think about when I think about you. But that was our thing. And I know you love bacon, and I love bacon, and I will think about you every single time I ever eat breakfast. There'll never be a time that I won't think about you when I smell bacon. But I want you to know how positively you have affected so many people, not just in your family and not just in your close circle of friends, but beyond that. I've, been watching Facebook and seeing all the posts that people have been making, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that you touched, and I don't think that you knew that. But I'm so very proud of you. I always have been. And I wish I would have told you that more. And I love you. There's a place in my heart that's never going to be the same. It's all yours. I can't wait to see you again. I love you.
I've known the Getz family for over 13 years now. And they're like my second family. Throughout my life, if I wasn't home, I was at their house. And Jessica became a really close friend of mine, and her and Sarah and I would do radio shows together and play card games together in an old game called Gauntlet. We had a lot of fun. We were always laughing. I don't have any bad memories at all. Every single one, we were always happy. And we went a lot of places together. We had sleepovers, and it was always a lot of fun. She was always so alive to me. So even looking at her pictures now, she's smiling in them. My 6-year-old daughter asked me why I was so sad about Jessica leaving us. And I told her that she was one of my best friends. She's been in my life for over 13 years, and we were very close as children. We hung out all the time. She was my neighbor. We went horseback riding at her house later on. We played a card game called Fondue. We did a whole bunch of things. We made our own radio shows, and they were always very silly and always very funny. We were laughing all the time.
Hey Pookie, this is your dad. I want to know how proud I am of you and the life that you led. You lived more in the 24 years than I did in my 50. I'm glad that you got to find true love and your soulmate. And we'll all see you again soon. We all love you. You're the most precious thing in my life beside your sister. I love you, my baby. I'll see you soon.
I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be.